Hello students, welcome to Narayanpur College online classes. The previous episode we completed electronegativity only. What is the definition of electronegativity, how it changes in both periods and groups we discussed only. So in this today's episode just we'll miss one point in this regarding about electronegativity, that is uses of electronegativity only. So what are the uses of this electronegativity means? By using this electronegativity difference we can identify the nature of the bond only, whether the bond is a covalent bond or whether the bond is an ionic bond. We will identify by difference between the electronegativity of the two elements only. If the electronegativity differences, if electronegativity difference is greater than 1.7 only. If the two element difference electronegativity greater than 1.7, what is the bond is formed means the bond is what? Ionic bond only. And one more here, if electronegativity difference is less than 1.7 only, less than 1.7, what bond is formed means covalent bond is formed. What bond is formed? Covalent bond is formed. And one more we have, if electronegativity difference is equals to how much here? 1.7 only. If the value is equals to what? 1.7, they may be what here? 50% ionic bond and 50% covalent bond. 50% what? Covalent bond. One more is there, if electronegativity difference is equals to 0. If electronegativity difference is what? Is equals to 0. Is equals to what? 0. The bond is what here? The bond is pure covalent bond only. The bond is what? Pure covalent bond only. So these are the main applications of which one? Electronegativity. Greater than 1.7, ionic bond is formed. Less than 1.7, covalent bond is formed. Is equal to 1.7. It contains 50% of the ionic character or ionic bond and 50% of the covalent bond only. If electronegativity difference is equals to 0, that maybe you can say that is in the form of which one? Pure covalent bond only. So these are what? These are the main uses of what? Electronegativity only. So the next periodic property we have electropositivity only. So what is meant by electropositivity means the tendency of an atom of an element to lose one or more electron to form a cation is called as electropositivity only. This is the definition of electropositivity. The tendency of atom of an element to lose one or more electrons to form a positive ion, to form positive or cation. Positive ion or cation is called as electropositivity only. Electropositivity. Suppose here M metal is there, M element is there. So this M element lose one electron only. Suppose we can take in the form of the gas state only. So don't think it is not related to ionization energy. In ionization energy, we want to require some amount of energy to remove the electron only. But in case of this electropositivity, the element itself lose electrons only. Why the element itself lose electron means? Because to get the stability, how they will get the stability means in the form of they will reach the nearest noble gas configuration only. So they will form ions easily. What ions are formed here? Positive charged ions are formed. The positive charge ion we are calling as what ma? Cation only. So in this way, what is formed ma? A positive ion is formed. Suppose I am taking an example here. Suppose I am taking a sodium in the form of example only. Sodium gives rise to what ma? Sodium plus ion by loss of one electron only. Clear? If you want to take the sodium, sorry, sodium atomic number we have 11. What is the configuration ma? You will write it 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1 only. So here sodium lost how many electrons? 1 electron only. After losing 1 electron, what is the configuration is formed ma? That will form Na plus ion only. What is the Na plus ion configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. This is which configuration? This is equals to nearest noble gas configuration, that is neon only. So it will get the neon configuration. So it become what? Stable only. So why the atoms are ion? Atoms lose electron means to get the stability only. So this is regarding about this one electropositivity only. So generally electropositivity, how it is happened, if you see this one, element with low ionization potential or low ionization energy have what ma? High electropositive in nature only. High electropositive in nature. So why high electropositive in nature means if ionization energy is more, we cannot, the metal will not lose electron easily. If the ionization energy will be less, the metal can lose electron easily only. So compulsory what you can say, the element with low ionization potential having what? High electropositive in nature only, or we can say strong electropositive in nature we are calling only. Okay, so we'll write the point here. Element with the element with low ionization energy or ionization potential have more electropositive in nature only. Already told you why. Because if the low ionization energy, okay, what you can say, the loss of electron is easy. If the ionization energy is more, the loss of electron is what ma? Difficult only. So this is regarding about which one ma? Electropositivity only. If the electropositivity increases only, okay, if electropositivity increases, okay na, electropositivity increase, what happened means here nature of formation of ionic bond is what ma? Increases only. Nature of formation of ionic bond increases only. So the capacity to form ionic bond increases only. Capacity to form ionic bond is what ma? Increases only. Now we'll see this one, variation of electropositivity. Okay, variation of electropositivity. First you are taking what ma? Periods. Suppose you are taking. So in periods how we are moving ma? In periods we are moving from what ma? Left to right only. From left to right. From left to right, what happened means here electropositivity, what is EB? Electropositivity decreases only. Electropositivity what ma? Decreases only. Generally if you write this one, why electropositivity decreases means in period left to right what happened ma? Atomic radius decreases, nuclear charge increases. If nuclear charge increases what ma? Ionization energy what? Increases. Electropositivity what? Decreases only. You will write this one. I'll write here electropositivity. So you will write here electropositivity inversely proportional to what ma? Atomic radius only. Why atomic radius means here if the atomic radius is increases, okay, atomic radius we are comparing with one. So what can say, electropositivity inversely proportional to what here? Atomic radius only. So atomic radius decreases. Atomic radius is what decreases only. So we'll say one point here, sorry. So we'll write one more point here, electropositivity decreases only. So I will write here generally in period left to right what happened in period left to right atomic radius decreases, then what happened nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge increases, then what happened nuclear charge increases, ionization energy increases. Ionization energy what increases, ionization energy increases, I will say here electropositivity decreases. Electropositivity decreases. Electropositivity what decreases. Simply what here, if the radius is small, electropositivity will be less only. If the radius is more, electropositivity what more only. Clear? So if you compare with this one in case of which one periods only. If you see the periods here, suppose you are taking a first period, suppose you are taking only what are the first period elements, we can go for second period only. Lithium, beryllium and boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine you can take only. So from this what you can say here, what is the electropositivity? Electropositivity is what decreases only. So we'll write lithium greater than, beryllium greater than, boron greater than, carbon greater than, nitrogen greater than, oxygen greater than, fluorine only. Generally I am writing one. But you can see some of the metals are there and non-metals are there. So this is the order only. If in every period alkali metal having what highest electropositive nature. So in this what are the least electropositive nature means fluorine is the least electropositive in nature only. So we will write one point here. In every period alkali metal have high electropositive and halogens are low electropositive only. So this is the main point regarding about periods only. So we'll discuss next what groups only. See the next variation in the form of groups only. In groups you are moving from what top to bottom only. From top to bottom you can say electropositivity increases only. Electropositivity what increases only. You will see from group in group atomic radius is what increases only. Atomic radius is what increases, nuclear charge decreases, and one more you can say ionization energy also what ionization energy decreases. Ionization energy what decreases means they having what low ionization energy only, because of which one group what you can say atomic radius increases and nuclear charge decreases, ionization energy what decreases. Therefore what happened electropositivity is increases on. Electropositivity what increases on. If you take the first A group elements, you can take what are the first A group elements. If you leave this hydrogen, you can say lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium only. You can leave that francium, it is a radioactive element only. So which one having highest electropositivity? What you can say here, top to bottom electropositivity what increases only. So lithium less than sodium, sodium less than potassium, potassium less than rubidium, rubidium less than what cesium only. So which one having highest electropositive nature means here cesium is the element which what highest electropositive nature in the entire periodic table only. Clear? So if you take this one, suppose secondary group, suppose you are taking what are the secondary group here, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. You will write here beryllium less than, magnesium less than, calcium less than, strontium less than what barium only. So in the periodic table, highest electropositive element is what means you will take what ma cesium only. Will take what ma cesium. Least electropositive means you are taking what fluorine only. So this is regarding about chunma electropositivity only. Okay, after electropositivity one more concept you have, that is metallic and non-metallic nature only. Metallic and non-metallic nature. Metallic and what ma non-metallic nature. So metallic nature means it comes under electropositivity. Non-metallic nature we can it is correlated with the what electronegativity only. So now we will discuss this electropositivity element or a metal with what ma a low ionization energy will have what ma high electropositivity nature. If non-metal, suppose you are taking element with high electronegativity. Element with what ma high electronegativity, they can act as what here non-metallic nature only. So we'll discuss regarding about this metallic and what ma non-metallic nature only. So you will see here what is the metallic nature only. Okay, metallic nature you can see. Metallic nature, element with low electronegativity. En means what ma electronegativity only. Element with low electronegativity and what ma element with low electronegativity and high electronegativity. Element with low electronegativity and high electropositive nature. High electropositivity. Okay, element with low electronegativity and high electropositivity, those are having what nature ma metallic nature only. Generally if you see the periodic table contains metals, non-metals and what ma metallites only. So mainly we can say here first A and second A group elements only. First A and second A group elements shows metallic nature only. They will show generally more metallic nature only. What elements we have? First A group element and what second A group element only. First A group elements you are calling as what alkali metals only. Second A group elements you are calling as what alkali earth metals only. If we see the electropositivity of first A group element is greater than what ma electropositivity of which one ma second A group element only. Second A group element. Now we'll see here non-metallic nature ma. Non-metallic nature only. So what is this non-metallic nature? I already told you, non-metals means generally they are present in what ma p block elements only. So the p block elements maybe can act as what ma non-metallic elements only. How we can derive this one? Element with we'll say high electronegativity and low electropositivity can act as what ma non-metallic nature only. I will write here element with what ma high electronegative and low electropositivity. Low electropositivity, they can, what are the nature mein? They are in non-metallic in nature only. So general in the periodic table, which general they will show which element maximum they will show non-metallic element means you will take the 6th A and what ma 7th A groups only. So you will take here so what you can say 6th A and 7th A group elements are generally non-metallic in nature only. Non-metallic nature, they means they will show more non-metallic nature, particularly in the case of which one ma 6th A and what 7th A. 6th A means you can say oxygen family, 7th A means halogen family. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Come to halogens we have, that is seventh A, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and acetylene, they will show what nature ma? Non-metallic nature only. This is regarding about metallic and non-metallic nature only. Then we will discuss how this metallic nature and non-metallic nature can be changes in both periods and what ma? Groups only. Now we will see the variation of the metallic and non-metallic nature along the periods and groups only. In periods we are taking. In periods generally, what you can say in periods generally, just I am writing the normal properties only. In period generally, atomic radius is what? Decreases, nuclear charge increases, electronegativity increases, electropositivity decreases. These are the properties just you can keep in your mind only. Okay, so if you are talking about the metallic and non-metallic nature means, metallic nature means it is comes under electropositivity, non-metallic nature means comes under what ma? Electronegativity only. If you take this first, you can say whatever you can take. If you take the metallic radius in periods left to right, in period left to right, the first one I am writing here. If you see the metallic nature decreases only. Metallic nature decreases, and I'll see one more property, non-metallic nature increases only. Non-metallic nature is what ma? Increases only. These 2 points you can compare this one. Non-metals means they are electronegative in nature, electronegativity increases along the period only, so non-metallic nature increases. So electropositivity means that is what? Electropositivity what? Decreases. Electropositivity decreases means okay, that is decreases along the period only. Why it is? Because if you see electropositivity mainly depend on, suppose you can compare with the size only. If the less size is there, nuclear attractions are more, the removal of electron is difficult, the atom does not lose electron easily only. Okay, so generally what I say here, non-metallic nature is increases and metallic nature is what ma? Decrease along what? Periods. So now come to this one, in groups we are talking about. In groups, generally what are the properties we have? Suppose you are taking along the group, suppose you are taking, what are the properties I'll write here? Atomic radius increases or not? Yes. Atomic radius increases, nuclear charge decreases, nuclear charge decreases, electronegativity what? Decreases, electronegativity decrease, electropositivity what ma? Increases only. Clear na? So these are the properties, the variation you can observe in case of which one ma? Groups only. So electropositivity increases, suppose you are writing it in group top to bottom. In group top to bottom, what you can say? What you can say ma? Metallic nature increases, it decreases. In group top to bottom, what increases? Electropositivity. So there you can write here metallic nature is what? Increases only. Metallic nature is what ma? Increases, and you will write here non-metallic nature. Non-metallic nature is what ma? Decreases only. Why the non-metallic nature related to electronegativity? Electronegativity decreases, non-metallic nature decreases. So electropositivity related to what? Metallic nature. Electropositivity increases, metallic nature is what? Increases. Here same also. Electronegativity increases, non-metallic nature is what? Increases. Electropositivity decreases, and here what? Metallic nature is what ma? Decreases. So this is regarding about metallic and what ma? Non-metallic nature, how they will change it or how they will undergo variation in groups and what ma? Periods only. Now we'll see this order of the metallic nature only. We have first A group elements, second A group elements are there, D block elements are there, and P block elements also there. In the P block element, some metal can access, some elements can access what ma? Metals only. So what is the general order you can write here means here alkali metals. Alkali metal, those are first A group elements, is greater than alkali earth metals. Alkali earth metals, those are second A group elements, and next this comes under D block elements, and next we are getting P block elements also. So this is what, this is mainly the order of the metal nature, or you can say reactivity of the metals only. First A group element greater than second A after we have D block elements, D block after what elements are there? P block elements are there. So this is mainly reacting about reactivity after of the metals only. If you see generally metals are solids at the room temperature only. A few metals can exist in the form of liquids also. We can take an example, mercury, that is a liquid at the room temperature, and some of the other metals also, also having liquids at the room temperature, and they having low melting and boiling points only. Those are gallium and what cesium only. So along with the metals, we have non-metals also there. Generally, what are the nature of the non-metals? Non-metals generally gases or liquids at the room temperature only. But come to this carbon and boron, those are what? Solids at the room temperature. These are some of the exceptional cases only. If you will study the each group wise the properties, you will see easily identify the what group in that group what elements are there. All are metals, or few metals are there, few non-metals are there. Will identify easily. Then we can see the next concept here, metal and non-metals along with some more, one more compound also exists, that is called as a metalloid only. You will see next we got what? Metalloid only. So what are metalloids means? Metalloids means the elements which shows both the metallic nature and what non-metallic nature, or you can say the element which shows both acidic nature and what basic nature, those what are calling metalloids only. What are calling metalloids only. So you can simply we can say we are talking about metallic or non-metal nature. The element shows both metallic and non-metallic nature. Both metallic and what non-metallic nature. Both metallic and non-metallic nature is called what? Is called metalloids only. What are you calling metalloids only? So what are the example for this metalloids means? We can say germanium. You are taking germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and etc. So these compound can access both metals and what metallic nature and what non-metallic nature. Those we are calling as what metalloids only. So these are some example for which one here? Example for the metalloids only. So this is regarding about which one along with the metals and non-metals, one more compound also exists that we are calling as what metalloid only. So this is regarding about the metalloid. Okay, the next concept we can discuss regarding about acidic and basic, neutral and amphoteric oxides. Based on the nature, oxides can be classified into 4 different ways only. What is oxide? Suppose M is there, M is a metal. Suppose M will combine with oxygen, they will form MO. This is called oxide. Or suppose it is metal, it is called as a metal oxide. If it is a non-metal, it is called as a non-metal oxide only. So what is formed here? MO type of oxide is formed. Suppose M is equal to, you write metal or non-metal only. If M is a metal, what oxide are calling? We are calling as a metal oxide. If M is a non-metal, what are calling non-metal oxide only. So based on the nature, oxides are classified into 4 types. Okay, one is metal oxides, and one more here non-metal oxide, and one more we have amphoteric oxides, and one more we have neutral oxide. How many oxides are there? 4 are there. One is metal oxide, one is non-metal oxide, one is amphoteric oxide, one is what? Neutral oxides only. So here metal oxides we are calling as what here? Those are calling as basic oxides, and here non-metal oxides we are calling as what? Acidic oxides only. These are other names only. So we will discuss one by one regarding about what is a metal oxide and what is non-metal oxides we are talking about here. The first I am taking here, metal oxides only. Metal oxides. So how the metal oxides are formed? When the metal is combined with oxygen, they will form what? Metal oxides only. I will write the metal. Metal plus oxygen, they will form what oxide? They will form metal oxides only. So generally metal oxides are what nature means? Metal oxides are what ma? Basic nature only. Why they are basic in nature means, I will write here, metal oxides dissolved in water. Metal oxide is dissolved in water to form bases only. Whenever the metal oxides are dissolved in water, they will form what? Bases only. Let us see some of the metal oxides we have. Example I am writing here. Example I am writing here Na2O, BaO, MgO, CaO, etc. only. So these are formed when sodium combined with oxygen, it will form sodium oxide, like this magnesium and barium and what? Calcium only. Suppose I am dissolving this sodium oxide here, Na2O dissolved in what? Water only. What is the compound you are getting means here you will get sodium hydroxide only. This sodium hydroxide is what? This is a base only. This is what my base only. So like this you can say metal oxides, what are the nature? Those are basic nature. Metal oxides are dissolved in water, they will form what? Bases only. That's the reason metal oxide are calling as what? Basic nature only. Okay, see the second one we have. The second one we have acidic oxides only. Acidic oxides only. So here acidic oxide, suppose you are taking, how this acidic oxide is formed means, when non-metal reaction with what? Oxygen, they will form what? Non-metal oxides only. So we are writing here acidic oxide means, suppose I am writing here non-metal combined with what? Oxygen. What is formed? Non-metal oxides are formed. Non-metal oxides are formed. What is the nature of this non-metal oxide means? Non-metal oxides are acidic in nature only. Acidic in what? Nature only. Why they are acidic in nature means, because non-metal oxides are dissolved in water. Dissolved in what? Water to form acids only. What they will form? Acids only. So what are the example for this non-metal oxides means? You will take CO2, SO2, SO3, you will take here P2O5, Cl2O7, etc. So these are what we have. These are, we can say, non-metal oxides only. Suppose I am taking here SO2. SO2 can be dissolved in water. What I get? I will get H2 SO3 only. This, what are the name of the compound means? This is the sulfurous acid only. What is the formula we have? H2SO3 only. Suppose I am taking here Cl2O7 can be dissolved in water, then what I will get? I will get here HClO4 only. 2HClO4 is got. So this is an acid only. What is the name of this acid means? The name of acid is perchloric acid only. What acid? Perchloric acid only. So non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. Metal oxides are what? Basic in nature only. So like this we can classify. What are the remaining other two is there? We have amphoteric oxide and what? Neutral oxide only. We will discuss that one. So the next one you can see, oxides of halogens are highly acidic in nature only. If any oxide is there with the halogen, those are highly acidic in nature. I wrote the last example with perchloric acid, that is a oxide of halogen only. That is what? Strongly acidic only, or we can say highly acidic in nature only. Next we can see the amphoteric oxides only. Okay, so amphoteric oxides already discussed here. What is that? Amphoteric oxide means if the element shows both acidic and what? Basic nature. Amphoteric oxides are reaction with both acids and what? Bases only. Amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxides reaction with both acids and bases only. Okay, so already we discussed some of the example. Germanium discussed here, gallium, antimony, tellurium, those comes under what? Amphoteric oxides only. So we will write the amphoteric oxides with the same element only. Germanium, GaO2, and you will see here TeO2, germanium and tellurium. One more, arsenic and what? Antimony also there. This is Sb2O3 antimony and what ma Gas2O3. These are what ma amphoteric oxides only. Okay, so along with this metalloids, some of the metal oxides also can access what ma amphoteric nature only. Some metal oxides are amphoteric in nature. So metal oxides are what ma amphoteric in nature only. So what are those means? We will write example here. I will write here Al2O3 and I will write here ZnO and I will write what ma Be2O. Those are what? Those are metal oxide, but they can access what? Amphoteric in nature only. They can access what ma amphoteric in nature. And you will write one more example also. I will write here SnO2 only. So this is regarding about which one ma amphoteric oxides only. The next one we have neutral oxides. Neutral oxides. What are the neutral oxides ma? They does not reaction with both acids and what? Bases only. Okay, these oxides does not reaction with what ma acids and what bases. So those oxides what are calling ma neutral oxides only. So example you can write here carbon monoxide, nitric oxide and nitrous oxide, etc. These are example for what ma neutral oxides only. So this is regarding about what ma nature of the oxides, that is based on what here metallic nature is there, and one more non-metallic nature, or we can say acidic nature, and one more what ma amphoteric oxides are there, and one more what here neutral oxides are there only. So mainly we can see metallic oxides are basic in nature, non-metallic oxides are what ma acidic in nature only. So if you want to take the acidic nature and basic nature, how they will vary in the form of groups and what ma periods only. I will write the first one here, variation of base acidic and basic nature, acidic and what ma basic nature only. If we take the first one, we have in a period, suppose you are taking, okay, generally in period left to right, in period left to right, I will say here acidic nature increases, acidic nature is what ma increases, and if you take the basic nature is what decreases only. I told you why here, because in period left to right electronegativity increases what ma acidic nature is what increases only, and positive charge means here oxidation state increases, acidic nature also what increases only. I'll write one more that point here. And the second one you can see here in groups only. In groups we are moving from what ma? In groups we are moving from what? Left to right only. From top to bottom, not left to right, from top to bottom only. From top to bottom what you can say ma acidic nature is decreases only. From top to bottom acidic nature is what ma decreases, and what increases ma basic nature is what increases only. So these points mainly based on, I will write here, okay, period suppose you are taking, okay, what happened ma period, what you can say here, atomic radius is decreases, nuclear charge increases, electronegativity increases, electropositivity decreases only. In groups you are taking here atomic radius is what ma increases, nuclear charge is what decreases, electronegativity decreases, electropositivity increases. Electropositivity related to which one? Metallic nature. Metallic nature means what are the metal oxides nature? Metal oxides are what ma basic in nature only. Basic nature increases in what? Group. Basic nature decrease in what? Periods. Acidic nature increase in what? Periods. Acidic nature decrease to what? Groups only. Acidic nature related to which one? Electronegativity. Electronegativity increases in what? Periods. And electronegativity decrease in what ma? Groups only. So this is regarding about variation of acidic and what ma? Basic nature only. Just to write one shortcut regarding about acidic nature only. Okay. Acidic nature is directly proportional to electronegativity and is directly proportional to the positive oxidation state. Means positive oxidation state is increases, acidic nature is what increases only. Suppose any few compounds are given. In that compound, suppose you can identify the oxidation number among those which one having a highest oxidation state, that having what more acidic in nature only. Come to the basic nature. Okay, so acidic nature and basic nature inversely proportional to each other only. Basic nature inversely proportional to electronegativity and it is inversely proportional to positive oxidation state only. So this is one of the shortcut you can easily identify what acidic and what basic nature by comparing with what electronegativity, and one more comparison with what oxidation state only. So the next one we have diagonal relationship only. So diagonal relationship we have to compare with the two different groups only. We have to compare the two different groups. The first element of the first group is diagonal with the second element of the next group only. Okay, so simply how we can define this diagonal relationship means here. So we'll simply like this. In the periodic table, first element of the group has similar properties with the second element of the next group only. First element of the group has similar properties with second element of the next successive group. This is called as what? Diagonal relationship only. So I'll write the definition here. In the periodic table, so we'll write here the first element of the group has similar properties with next element, properties with the second element in the next group only, with the second element in the next group only. So this is called what? This is called diagonal relationship only. So generally what periods we are comparing means we are comparing with the second and third periods only. What we are comparing we are comparing with second and third period elements only. Okay, let us say I'll write this second period and the third period elements only. Okay, so generally we can see the second period elements what we have. If we take the second period elements here, I will write here second period, and you can go for the next period. We have this is third period only. So we'll take the first A group elements here. I will take the first A group elements here, first A group, and we'll go for the second A group, and we'll go for the third A group, and we'll go for the fourth A group. If we see this one, what are the first A group elements are there means here, you will take here lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. These are what elements? These are the second period elements only. Come to the third period elements, what we have? Sodium, magnesium, aluminum and silicon only. We are comparing second period and third period elements only. So what are the definition I wrote? The periodic table, the first element of the group in this group has similar properties with the second element in the next group only. So this is the first element in this group. In the next group what you have? Second element is there. How they are related with each other means here lithium is diagonally related to which one? Magnesium only. Lithium is diagonally related to what? Magnesium only. Here beryllium is diagonally related with what? Aluminum. Here boron is diagonally related with what? Silicon only. Clear? So if we take the second period, the first element in the group have similar properties with the next second element in the next group. See the second element in the next group, these are what? Diagonally related with each other only. Lithium is magnesium, lithium diagonally related with which one? Magnesium only. Beryllium is diagonally related with one? Aluminum only. Boron is diagonally related with what? Silicon only. After fourth group what? This diagonal relationship what? Disappear only. Which group will disappear? From fourth group elements onwards, diagonal relationship is what? Disappear only. So we'll write that point here only. what are the point we have? Where this diagonal relationship is disappear means here it is disappear after fourth group only. Diagonal relationship is disappear after what na fourth group only. After fourth group only. So what are the elements are there here? Lithium is diagonal related with what ma? Magnesium. And one more here, beryllium is diagonal related to what? Aluminium. Boron is diagonal related to what? Silicon only. Okay, why these elements having what? Similar properties only, or you can say the diagonal relationship is due to what are the regions only. The diagonal relationship is mainly due to the following regions only. The diagonal relationship is due to due to the first one we have similar in size only, and one more we have similar in electronegativities, and third one we have they are having same polarizing power only. Those are having what na? Same polarizing power only. These are the main reasons. The diagonal relationship is due to mainly they are having similar in size, they are having similar in electronegativities, means what here? Similar electronegativities of the participating element only, and one more they are having what na? Polarizing power only. From this I will write here polarizing power is directly proportional to ionic radius, or you can say ionic charge of the cation by ionic radius whole square only. Ionic charge of cation by ionic radius of cation whole power 2 only. So these are the main reasons why the elements they will show similar properties only. We will see the sum of the experimental value, then you will get the clarity how those are very close to each other. They are having smaller in size, similar in size, they are having same electronegativity differences, and they are having same polarizing power. Polarizing power is directly proportional to ionic charge of the cation by ionic radius of the cation whole power 2 only. So this is regarding about diagonal relationship. What are the elements are there? Lithium to magnesium, beryllium to aluminium, and boron to what ma? Silicon only. So the element which is comes under this diagonal relationship having, I already told you, similar properties only. You will see this one, beryllium and aluminium only. Beryllium and aluminium oxides are what ma? Amphoteric in nature only. So those they will show what? Similar properties only. And you can see this beryllium carbide and aluminum carbide. Beryllium carbide and what? Aluminum carbide on hydrolysis to form to give what means here methane only. Means what ma? If the beryllium carbide and aluminum carbide suppose undergo hydrolysis, they will form what? Methane only. I want to take this one beryllium carbide, I want to reaction with what? Water. Then I will get beryllium hydroxide and methane only. How many barium atoms are there? 2. So I let this one BeOH twice I am taking here. How many oxygens are there? Means we have 4 oxygens are there. I will multiply this one with 4H2O1. 4 into 2, 8 only. This is 4. 4 plus 4, 8 oxygens are there. The equation is balanced. What is the name of the what is the compound? It is beryllium carbide only. This is beryllium carbide on hydrolysis to produce what? Methane. In the same manner, you can take aluminum carbide also. Aluminum carbide and hydrolysis gives aluminum hydroxide and methane only. How many carbons are there? 3 only. So I will write here 3CH4. How many aluminums are there here? 4 only. I will write 4ILOH thrice only. So total we have how many oxygens are there? Here 3 is there. 3 into 4, 12. I will write here 12H2O. 12 into 24 only. So this is 3 into 4 12. This is 3 into 4 plus 12 plus 12 24 only. What are the name of the compound? This is aluminum carbide only. Aluminum carbide. Aluminum carbide and hydrolysis produce what? Methane only. So by seeing these two properties, you can say the elements which are comes under diagonal relationship or what? They having similar properties only. Let us see some of the properties I wrote here. Metallic radius, metal in the picometer only, and ionic radius of the few elements I wrote here. So lithium, beryllium, boron, and we have sodium, magnesium, aluminum. And the ionic radius I wrote here, lithium, beryllium with sodium and what? Magnesium only. So just we can compare this ionic radius like this one. So this is sodium to magnesium, will say here beryllium to what? Aluminum. So this is, we can say, the metallic radius 152 and 160. So they are very close to each other. A little bit small difference is there. Here also beryllium to aluminum, we can say the difference is one small only. Come to this one, ionic radius, lithium to magnesium, we can see what is there here, 76 and what? 72. So the difference is what? Very small only. So by observing this experimental value, we can say these elements are having what? Similar properties. So this is regarding about this one, diagonal relationship only. Okay, what are the definition? The first element of the group has similar properties with the next element in the second element in the next group. So mainly we are comparing with what? Second and third period elements only. They are having similar properties. This we are calling as what? Diagonal relationship only. Next we will see the anomalous properties of this second period elements only. So second period elements, what elements are there? We have lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon only. So these elements means you can say they will show some of the properties, means the properties is differ from one element to the another element only. Why it is happened? You can see the first element in S and P block elements and except noble gases, they will show different properties only. So how they will show different properties means, if you are comparing with, if you take the elements from lithium and beryllium, if you take lithium and beryllium can form covalent compounds. The remaining elements in that group, the remaining what? The sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium in the lithium family, or you can say the first group elements, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, they will form what compound? Means they will form ionic compounds only. Okay, especially lithium and beryllium form covalent compounds. The remaining element in that particular group can form what? They are in what nature? Means they are in what? Ionic in nature only. If we take the boron family, so generally boron family, they will show generally valency is 3 only, but you can say boron can show the covalency. Means what is covalency? Means the maximum number of the covalent bond formed by a compound only. So generally boron can extend its valency up to how much? Means 4 only. The covalency of the boron is 4, but the remaining elements in the group can show covalency 6 only. This is one of the property differ or not? Boron shows 4, remaining elements shows what? 6. Lithium and beryllium can form what? Covalent compounds. The other element in the group can form what? Ionic compounds only. Clear? Generally, if we take the P block elements, generally the P block elements can form p-pi bonds only. I will tell what is the p-pi bonds. They will form the p-pi bond with itself, and they can form the p-pi bonds with other elements also. So these are not here, these are mainly exceptional cases, in case of which one? Anomalous properties of which one? Second period elements only. I will write the points wise only. The first element of each group, the first element of what? Each group in S and we'll take here S and what? P block elements except noble gases. X and P block elements except noble gases differ in many aspects only. Differ in many aspects. Already told you this one. Okay, so what are the first point I discussed regarding about the ionic nature and what? Covalent nature only. You will see the first point here, generally lithium and beryllium. Lithium and beryllium generally forms what type of compound I told? They will form what compounds? They will show covalent compounds only. They will show what? They will form what? Covalent compounds only. So the remaining elements in this group can form what compounds? They will form ionic compounds only. The remaining elements in the group. The remaining elements can form what, ma? Ionic compound only. They will form what? Ionic compound. This is one of the exceptional case we will take. And second, we will discuss regarding about the boron family only. We are discussing regarding about covalency only. Covalency discuss. So third group elements, maximum covalency of boron is how much, ma? 4 only. The remaining element shows maximum covalency how much, ma? 6 only. Maximum covalency what, ma? 6 only. And one more point you can say, the first member of the p block elements, the first member of p block element ability to form what bonds, ma? p pi bonds with itself and with other elements also. Okay, now we'll see this one. Suppose I am here carbon combined with the form of double bond. Between carbon and carbon maybe triple bond exists. Between nitrogen triple bond exists. Between nitrogen what, ma? Double bond exists only. They will form p pi bond with the itself only. So p pi bond here, you can say this is a sigma bond. You can say double bond, suppose you are taking one bond is what, ma? Sigma bond. One bond is what here? Pi bond only. This pi bond is coming from which one? P orbital of the one carbon and the p orbital of what? Other carbon only. They can overlap in what? Ma? Sideways overlapping only, or you can say lateral overlapping. Sideways or what, ma? Here lateral overlapping only. They will form what bond, ma? Pi bond only. This is what bond you can say, that is what? P pi bond only. They will form the multiple bond with what, ma? Okay, same elements like C double bond, C triple bond, C n double bond, and what? N double bond, triple bond, and we will write down. If they combine with other elements, suppose I will write here C double bond O. Suppose I am writing here what, ma? CO possibility is there. And one more possibility we have N double bond is also possibility. CO is there and what? NO is there. So these are also some of the examples you can write. C double bond we can write C double bond O, and we will write here C double bond N, oxygen with nitrogen and carbon with nitrogen, and C triple bond N also possibility is there. C triple bond N and what, ma? N double bond only. So these are what here? These are some of the anomalous properties of which one, ma? Of second period elements only. So why these anomalous properties only? Okay, so what are the reasons here? Reason for anomalous behavior I'll write here. Reason for anomalous behavior only. What is the reason for anomalous behavior? Means here, so I will write the first point here, because they are in what, ma? Small in size, and one more we have high electronegativity, and one more we have absence of the d orbital, absence of d orbital. Very three important reasons here. What the first one? Small size, and one more what, ma? And one more what? High electronegativity, and one more what here? Absence of the d orbitals only. And one more point is there, large charge by radius ratio only. The fourth one we have a large, we can say charge by radius ratio. Radius ratio. These are what? These are the main anomalous properties of which one? Okay, second group elements, what are the reason ma? Small in size, high electronegativity, absence of the d orbital, they having what? Large charge by radius ratio only. So these are main what? Anomalous properties of which one ma? Second group elements only. They asking to write the regions, means you can write the these 4 points only.